Greg, this is your video from the end of May 2019. You're the one on the right. Just kidding. The swing looks good. I'll just play it through here. Okay, so stance is good. We like the stance. Uh, you know, yeah, everything looks good to start. And as you take it back, you bring it inside, and then you go, wait. So you hit a good spot here. I like this. See the toe of the club is up? That's really good, Greg. Yeah. And the shaft of the club is above your toe line, which is really good. That's a good position. And you're still connected in the uh, left pec and left bicep connection. Um, so that part looks good. You can see as you start back, you're kind of pulling the head back. See the ear has moved from the green X to kind of the red line there. That's where their ear currently is. So that's in the takeaway. Now you've, as you can see, the shaft of the club is pointed inside the ball. It's not parallel to the yellow lines. So at this point it's slightly steep, which is, see how the same place his shaft is pointed at the ball, roughly parallel to the yellow line. Yours is off. Now that's okay as long as you do a rerouting, but the modern swing today is basically up one plane and down the other. I mean, down the same plane. So here now you see that right elbow is kind of starting to fly outside your body. See how his right elbow is in here tight? See, it's under here supporting. So right now the right elbow is right beneath the hands. Yours, see how that elbow comes out? Okay, this is a historically, I think it's from the cricket days. No, just kidding. But baseball players have that problem. See, this is your top position, and this is Woods' top position. See how that club is on plane? See how the arm is on plane? That right forearm is supporting. Yours is not. So what that is a setup to be more steep. And also the elbow has to go from that spot to your side. So when you come down, now here's the thing that's not totally right with your swing, is you haven't really rerouted it yet. So you start down. See how the butt of the club kind of loops through here? So you have it's like a fish hook here. The butt of the club comes and then loops down. Now, when you start down, the butt of the club, too steep. Okay, now, if you start too steep, if you don't make any correction, you're going to stick a fork in the ground right behind the ball. It's going to go left on you. Nothing good is going to happen out of this steep thing. Now you're a good athlete. What happens is this is still old programming. So the backswing's a lot better. old programming. Now you go from, let's change the color of that line. We go from the red line to the green line mid swing. See how the shaft is pointed at the ball now? So you're a good athlete, you can, yeah. But in mid swing, you have to go from the red line to the green line, and if you don't go enough, if you don't lay it down enough, you're going to hit it fat or left. If you lay it down too much, you're going to push it or go to the right. See, when he starts down, watch the butt of the club. See, it just goes right into the target. See how his elbow gets to his side real quickly? It says side right now. You're kind of playing catch up. See, it's out here. Okay, so at this point, the head has stayed there. Now, what happens is, it's interesting. Kind of goes back. Yeah, the head movement isn't a big problem. What is a problem is coming down too steep, flying elbow. Now, if you had world-class lower body movement at the start, you can shallow that thing out and get around that flying elbow and that steepness. See how his lower body starts? Now you can only see one knee. So right now his belt buckle's at the ball and his hands are chest high. Now your belt buckle's at, whoops. Now your belt buckle's pointed at the ball, and your club head is close to impact. So he's turning his hips earlier is what I'm trying to spit out. And turning his hips earlier will help that steepness. But so you're making two errors. The lower body isn't starting early enough, and you're too steep and flying elbow. Yeah, flying elbow is what's causing it to be too steep, to be honest. So you have to correct this top position. So you have to look more like, and what you want to do is do a print screen right from print screen this and see how his elbow is not flying. It's in front of his body. Yours is kind of behind.